It was a brutal beatdown caught on video as 7 suspects violently assaulted a 73-year-old man. Tacoma police are calling it an unprovoked attack. The victim suffered a severe concussion and lost a kidney.
He spent the last 6 weeks recovering from his injuries, and tonight he's speaking out for the first time and says what happened to him is just the latest in a string of violent crimes in Titlow Beach.
The biggest thing you got down here is sunsets, the bridges, great people on the deck. Yeah. That's what happens.
Not that day.
Not that day.
That day was July 31st.
It was my 73rd birthday.
Mike was enjoying the view at Titlow Beach when he spotted a medical examiner's van parked nearby and used his phone to snap a photo. Surveillance video shows what happened next.
All I recall is 2 big eyes looking at me midair, and the next thing I knew I was on the ground.
Yeah, she made a beeline for you. No warning, didn't say anything?
Nothing. Nothing. It was just bang. All I remember is this body coming at me.
Then he realized his attacker was a girl.
You can't hit girls, and that was the last I remember of everything.
That's because multiple other suspects ran over and joined in.
I got my head kicked, and 6 times, I think it was. I had a huge mass on the back of my head, and then I had an imprint of a sole of a shoe on my side, and I ended up losing my left kidney out of it.
After he was unconscious, the video shows the suspects just standing around before leaving him for dead.
None of those people who assaulted him, did they render any medical aid? Doesn't appear any of them called 911 on behalf of the victim that was laying here on the ground.
Tacoma police are hoping somebody can identify the suspects. With no motive for the attack, they wonder if the woman thought she was being videotaped.
She wanted that phone. I can't figure out. Of course, everything in life is on that darn phone anymore.
Did they steal the phone?
No.
The surveillance captured good images of the woman who has multiple tattoos on her arms. Also, shots of a young man who left with her.
There could have been a huge misunderstanding, which we think it might have been, or if there was something a little bit more egregious, we need to get to the bottom of it.
Neighbors in Titlow Park have been asking all summer for more police. In June, bullets pierced a woman's home, lodging in her wall.
I was fearful of how close it was, but I had no idea that it penetrated our house.
Afterwards, somebody put up a display nearby with dolls hung from nooses.
You're basically on your own down here.
Mike wants the city to bring back park rangers.
They've got rent-a-cops now. They have no authority to do anything.
The attack Mike survived has left him more fearful. He still has a long road to recovery, but he's determined to make sure that all of these suspects are held accountable.
And take a look at the group that police are trying to identify. Now, detectives are hoping they'll do the right thing and come forward. I am not as optimistic. So Crime Stoppers of Tacoma Pierce County is offering a cash reward of up to $1,000 if you can identify any of them. Submit tips by calling 1-800-222-TIPS or text the information through the P3 Tips app on your cell phone. Even though Mike's medical bills have topped $150,000, he is not asking for a dime. He just wants your help to get his attackers identified.